What's going on YouTube? Birdman here with a video on why Kevin Levrone can't beat Phil Heath. And before we start, I don't want a bunch of you fanboys coming out calling me a hater. Let me just tell you to begin with, Levrone is my favorite bodybuilder ever. Uh, but I'm not stupid. I've been around the game now for about 15 years. Even though he's my favorite, I'm not blind. Phil is the better bodybuilder. Front double bicep, for instance, right here. Phil's bicep, tricep, the separation, the tiny waist, the legs, the quad sweep. Phil just owns him here. And Levrone had bigger arms, 24-inch arms. They just do not look nowhere near as good as Phil's. Side tricep was a good pose for Levrone. He's known for having great triceps. But when you break it down and you don't just look at the triceps, you look at the whole body. You look at the legs, the thickness in the chest, and Phil would win this pose as well, in my opinion. His hamstrings, his legs, the thickness in his chest, his total arm development just owns Levrone, in my opinion. There's nothing Levrone could do to hang with that. It's a genetic thing. Here's like a Phil always hits this shot after a side chest. You can see here Levrone is much wider than Phil, much wider structure. This would be a close pose for them, but Phil's still more 3D. If Phil's on, his chest almost sticks out past his face. It's unreal, but this would be a close pose. Rear lat spread. Levrone had a super wide lat spread, but when it comes to thickness and detail, I mean Phil's just it's insane what Phil can do with that little frame he has. What he can do with that small woman's frame, it's unbelievable. That's just a great shot for both of them there. Here's the most muscular pose, which they're both famous for. I actually prefer Levrone's upper body here, but the wheels, he ain't touching Phil's wheels. And then you got another back shot here. This is where Levrone it was always lacking. No thickness there in that back double by compared to Phil Heath, who's just from his traps, from the tiny hair on top of his head to his toes, just perfection in that back double bicep. Only Yates and Coleman could beat Phil, in my opinion, on a back shot. Here's Levrone in the gym, I believe in '97, just looking badass. And a shot of Phil in the gym. You can see Phil, very narrow guy. His head's almost as wide as his whole chest, but his muscles and muscle bellies are just insane. Another most muscular shot from Levrone. Crazy, crazy delts, crazy traps. Another one from Phil. Pick your winner. I mean, Phil's legs destroy him, but upper body's close. Phil's more round, but man, what a great shot for both of them right there. Front lat spread. Even though Levrone's wider, I mean, his lats almost insert at his chest. They insert so high. He was never known for a back, whereas Phil, his lats insert so low. It's hard to see his lats here because he's narrow and his arms are so big they kind of hide the lats, but his lats are so thick and they insert so low. Another back shot here. Phil's just owning. It's not even close. And that was one of the better contests for Levrone to hit a back shot there. Here's Levrone, I believe in '92, when he was much younger, shredded. One of his most shredded contests. People love him at this show. Still though, it's not a contest when you compare him to Phil. And Levrone is one of my favorite ever, and Phil is not. But when you compare him, I mean, you can't be a fanboy. You got to judge right. This shot here, I would pick Levrone. You can't see the whole body or nothing, but I mean, that's how it goes, man. I mean, Phil just owns him. Phil's the better bodybuilder. He's more gifted. No hate, guys. Just that's how it is.